What's up, you guys? Fifine Tech Reviews back and get another video. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the Fifine AmpliTank 3 XLR and USB dynamic microphone with the USB-C connector and XLR connector. Here it is right here in my hands. And this box includes one dynamic microphone, one USB to USB-C cable, and one user manual. The features included are real-time monitor, quick mute button, volume control, monitor output control, sturdy metal construction, XLR/USB outputs for both PC and professional interfaces. So I unhooked my PC from my desk setup just to redo my desk, and I'll probably have a video at some point. I've always wanted to do a desk setup video, but I feel like my desk has never been, up to par, because I watch a lot of desk setup videos trying to figure out how to set mine up, and nonetheless, I haven't come up with anything that fantastic. And the way I have it set up right now is it's okay. It could be better. But let's unbox this AmpliTank. And if you guys are familiar with my channel, Fifine has been sending me stuff for a while now, for a good maybe 6 months, and they've had some quality headphones, quality microphones, and I'm looking forward to testing this out to see how this sounds. And I might even compare it to other microphones if I can find them. But yeah, actually they're not in this office right now, so we're just gonna talk about this microphone in itself and go from there. Let's get started. Never really was a pro at this unboxing stuff, but here we go. So, put away the box, instruction manual. Smaller than I thought it would be, but not surprised. This is what it looks like. Let's pull it out. It's quite compact. Here's the Fifine tank, AmpliTank. AmpliTank 3. Feels nice and sturdy, nice and metal. Here is your XLR connector, USB-C connector, and headphone jack connector for real-time monitoring. Here's the mic input. Here's the headphone input as indicated by its logos. Headphone, mic. And yeah, this feels pretty good, I'd say. And some of these microphones and these manuals, they tell you how to direct the microphone towards your mouth. And it looks like you should be speaking from the top, according to here. Your mouth must be pointed towards the top of the microphone in order to get optimal sound. So we're gonna do that way, and hopefully this is just plug and play. We'll see. Speaking of C, here's the USB-A to C connector, and that's it. So hopefully this is plug and play, and we'll plug it in, and when you see me in the next clip, I'll be using this microphone. Maybe. Well, no, I will be using it, but I'll probably have to do my voice input into my Mac, because I'm not sure if this will be compatible with the Sony a6700 camera, but we'll give it a go anyway. All right, let's see what we can do with this. Oh, and here's a mute switch. Feels sturdy enough, kind of flimsy, but all right, let's get started with this mic test. So I'm redoing a whole new take because my Sony a6700 has decided to overheat towards the end of my discussion after 4 minutes of talking about the Fifine AmpliTank 3. So I'm going to redo my take, and hopefully this sounds good from the audio meter on my camera. I'm not clipping, but if I need to raise the volume on the microphone so you can hear it, I will do that, but no other enhancements will be made to this microphone so you can hear what it sounds like in its raw vocal. Right now I'm recording this using the USB-A to C to power the microphone, and I have the headphone input connected to my camera, so that way I can connect this to the Sony a6700 and show you what it sounds like without hassling too much with my computer and plugging into my computer, using a separate audio interface to record it, and then try to line up the audio with my mouth with the camera footage, I can just plug and play with this on my camera. But you do need to keep in mind that you do have to power it with USB power at some point. I'm not sure if a power bank will be strong enough to power this and use with your Sony a6700, so keep that in mind. Fifine has sent me quality products over the past several months. I've had the Fifine headphones, Fifine microphones, and even my wireless microphone that I've been using for some time now was the Fifine wireless mic right here with the smiley face, which represents how satisfied I've been with this product. If you are familiar with my channel, I've used this for many of my recent videos, and hope you can let me know in the comments how it sounded. But so far I've had no complaints from subscribers about how my audio sounds, so I'm guessing it's doing a decent job. No compliments on the quality of the sound of the microphone, but nonetheless there are no complaints, which I will take as a good thing. So Fifine has, I would say, like almost a skull candy of like audio stuff. They have good gaming headphones that sound pretty decent for the price point. They have good microphones that sound decent for the price point, and I think they overall get a pretty good value when it comes to the Fifine products. When it comes to price point and value, it's pretty good, and it's pretty competitive with other manufacturers, even like DJI. Like I've seen YouTubers use DJI microphones and they sound pretty good, but it doesn't sound like overly more amazing. Sorry for the poor vocabulary, but more amazing than something that I've been using with Fifine and their wireless mics. So everything sounds pretty good and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So if you're looking for quality budget products and you're starting up your podcasting or YouTubing or just content creation in general or gaming, you can't go wrong with the Fifine products. Now, my audio box is not working right now, so unfortunately I can't plug this in via XLR, so you can see what that sounds like and see the difference between USB powered and XLR powered and using the audio box and preamp box. Unfortunately, I can't do that for you in this video, but in future videos I will be sure to follow up with how this sounds and how it compares to other microphones like the Blue Yeti AKG C214 and the other Fifine mic. If I can find it somewhere, I have it boxed up somewhere and stored away because I'm not really using it right now, because I have so many microphones. So, and I might even do a giveaway with these microphones because I don't need all these microphones. It's nice that I can have them, but you only really need maybe a mic or two. I don't really think hoarding mics is a healthy thing, so I might sell these off or just give them away to a lucky subscriber. So that might be an idea. Leave a comment below if you think that's a good idea. Leave a comment below if you want me to do a giveaway with some of these Fifine products, because I am getting a surplus of them and I don't know what to do with the ones that are remaining in my possession. So leave a comment below if you want to see that happen. And hopefully this sounds good to you guys. Hopefully it sounds good to me, because I haven't heard how they sound yet, because I'm currently still talking and I haven't gotten around to editing this video yet. But I'll be sure to have a follow-up clip at the end to give my opinion on how this microphone sounds, and this is how you should be talking into it. According to the setup manual, they have a picture of a person talking into the mic, and this is how they're talking into the mic. I don't know if you can see it, but their mouth is directly pointed towards the top part right here. So if I just stop talking and do some, boop test to see where the sound's coming from, I guess we'll see. So it easily turns red if I boop the top part, and I like saying boop because it's like I'm booping the nose of a beloved pet, cat or dog. So this is my conclusion of the mic test. I didn't plug it into my Mac because it is basically plug and play. You plug it in via USB. Once it's powered on, your computer will recognize it. And I wonder if I just go to my sound output over here, if it'll even pop up. Yep, we have Fifine microphone right there, so that's an option for output and sound. So if I plug in headphones, I can do real-time monitoring, or if I plug in headphones, I can get my audio output when it's plugged into this microphone. And then obviously you can go to your sound settings and change your input to Fifine microphone. It does pop up in the system as Fifine microphone on the Mac. I imagine it'll do the same thing on Windows. I don't have my PC plugged in right now to test that out, but I imagine you have no issue with that either, because I haven't had any issues with that when I did have my PC plugged in with any previous Fifine products. So, and that's cool. So this green switch right here is mute. And you probably didn't hear me, and I said when it's ready you probably can't hear me. So this is the conclusion of the mic test, the Fifine. I've talked long enough, so I'm gonna get around to editing this video, see how it sounds, and then give my final opinion on this microphone. All right, so I'm back on the wireless Fifine mic, and most YouTubers just hold their little mics like this. Some have it clipped onto their shirt. I'm gonna hold it like this just because I want to see what it's like just to hold a little microphone and see if there's any of those sound effects, because instead of looking into my computer, I plugged in my Sony XM4s into the camera to just see the audio feedback and see how the mic sounded. I just couldn't wait to see how it sounds, and it sounded pretty good. It sounded a little boxy, and leave a comment below about how you think it sounds, but it sounded a little boxy. But overall, my voice was pretty clear. The mids were pretty balanced, I would say. The highs are almost non-existent, but there's no really high frequency sound in my voice anyway, because my voice is naturally kind of bassy when I'm talking to a microphone. But I like to raise that frequency just a little bit so my voice sounds a little more clear and less bassy and boxy. But it does give you that natural sound. I imagine with the XLR and the preamp and audio box, it brings the voice to life a little bit, gives it more warmth. But that's a hypothetical, because that's what it did from my AKG, which sounded boxy at first until I had the preamp installed or plugged into it, and it gave a little more warmth. So overall, I think it sounded pretty good, especially for its price point. And I will leave the price here and in the the video description. And yeah, so that was the Fifine AmpliTank 3. Leave a comment below what you think. Sorry I've been gone so long. It's been busy. Just came back from vacation and wrapping up school. So hopefully I'll be making more content pretty consistently. My next video, I'm just going to be doing the long-term review of the iPhone 16 Pro Max and why. You saw my other videos of why I didn't keep the Google Pixel and Samsung, but those will be my future videos coming up. Thank you Fifine again for sending the AmpliTank 3. It's a pretty good microphone. Once again, another great product at a great value at a decent price. So thank you Fifine again for sending me products and liking my content enough to keep working with me. Much appreciated. Hopefully the audience appreciates it as well. This is Team Tech Reviews. Till next time, peace.